Another update. I just wanted to make a quick video just to highlight a few things. We're going into the weekend, and so far Bitcoin didn't recover this move down from these candles. Now you could see Bitcoin go up all the way to the POC. As I mentioned the levels before, we have the 27,000 and 27,300, that range. Then we come with the 28,022 and the 28,600. We haven't gone up there yet, but it is possible that we get a weekend run up, or just today before the candle close, before the markets close, we might have a run up. Before New York closes, we might have a push up. 26.3 is a level of liquidity. Up to 26.8, you have a level of liquidity up there. Now, of Bitcoin, this is on the daily. If we go down to the 4-hourly and take a look at it, we've been ranging in some sort of a triangle. It's a corrective triangle with a probability of breaking down to the downside. That means we might have one more low. If you look at it, you might see you had an A, and then you had a B down, then you had a C and a D, and maybe this was your small E up. We might be done and might be coming down for a next leg down, the 5th leg down. Now, if we come down, then the next levels you should watch for, because if you come down and break these levels, you'll be heading down below the previous value area high, which means you might have a flush out all the way to the POC of the previous range which we had. Now currently you are sitting at the value area high almost exactly to the dollar at the moment. If you look at it, you are at the value area high. POC brings you all the way down to the 20k range, which I know a lot of people, not many people are calling for it, but 19k is your POC. And even if I stretch this fixed range volume profile, so it includes today's candle, let's look, anything changes. Our POC maybe went up a bit, 19,150, same thing. That brings you down to 19k. We have a gap, a CME gap at 20k, and I mentioned it more than once. We might come down and recover it. We do have gaps to the upside. It's around 34 to 35k. But the movement that we have now looks like we might be heading down. But keep in mind, whenever we are too bearish, there's a very high probability that we get a rip up to the upside. How high? I would just if I was gonna trade this, I would wait for a rip up to short it again. Now going into the dollar has made new highs that we didn't break several months now. We've been talking about them, and finally we're breaking up. We have the next level at 105.005, and we've been talking about these. You see, we've been stuck under that level for a long time, and we've been stuck down here since the 6th of July. Now if we go to this chart, I had a level, we broke out of it. Now I'm looking at this next level of 104.3. We've broken the 103.2009. I was talking about 0.2009, and this may be a new run up for the dollar. It is possible. Traditional markets have been holding green, but they're at the lows. They will close soon, and then crypto and Bitcoin will have the opportunity to do as it wishes. There'll be no control over that from Nasdaq and all that. The VIX, however, is holding down. So you have the VIX down slightly. You have the traditional markets holding green for the day, and the dollar holding green. That is some kind of an anomaly. It isn't supposed to happen. They're supposed to be inversely correlated. So maybe there is a delay in the reaction. Now Ethereum over here, we are below the 1666. I had this level that I was hoping will have a run up to between 1952 and 1997, the red box you see in the corner here, but we haven't got that. Now 1666 is our current level of interest. If we can break it, farewell, we'll go higher, but we'll be coming to other levels, 1785 and 1795. And if we come up to the 1912, 1914, that's another level. So you should watch how the markets react. Remember, even though we have those higher levels, we do have a level down here. If we're able to break the 17, let's look at the high of this candle. The high of this candle was 1703. If we're able to break the 1703, that might change the whole momentum, shift it to the upside. That means we're breaking this high and we're changing the structure and trying to rip to the upside. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, you might see some pattern. Looks like some inverse head and shoulders. On Bitcoin, I believe it's much clearer, the inverse head and shoulders. This is on the 4-hourly. Let's try and stretch this chart. We sort of had a down movement here, and if we come here and make a head and then come down, form a shoulder, it won't look very nice. Let's go on the hourly. Do we have any other patterns? Well, not really. Solana, on the other hand, Solana's next level to the upside, if we can break the 21k, Solana's high over here, 22k, then you have the 22.8 and 23.6 to worry about.